as the world is always changing. Sometimes we must step up. This is how Bald and Bonkers Cares. Hey everyone, this is another little special segment, Bald and Bonkers Cares. I really wish we were able to say this was a pleasant cause, but unfortunately there is something that has been brought to my attention that we have a lot of younger kids on here who like to watch our shows, and we also have a lot of parents who need to be aware that something is going on. What do I mean by this? Well, you probably heard of some stuff that happens with good old-fashioned TikTok. Well, there's a couple of challenges that are now going around that are a bit concerning. And we'll start with the least concerning one, and that is what is known as the Kool-Aid Challenge. Now, here's the issue with it. Basically, with the Kool-Aid Challenge, it's to see if you can burst through a wall like the Kool-Aid Man does. It's my understanding this got started by some construction guys who were acting like goofballs, but it seems that there's a few kids out there that think it might be a good idea to try to recreate this. And some of them are going as far as criminal trespassing and in order to vandalize drywall. And please don't be one of those parents that says, not my child. Just, this is purely to raise awareness that something is going on. If you see something get mentioned on this platform, something is happening, despite what some people have tried to say. Now for the more concerning bit. You see, the main business entrepreneurial side of things, it's a very effective website. I'm trying to stall so I can get it properly installed on my blank phone because this has a shitty charging port, and that has the 5G on it, so hopefully my signal will clear up here in a sec. But anyway, now there's a lot of controversy that surrounds TikTok, especially in political environments. Some of you here in the U.S. may recall not too long ago when former President Donald Trump tried to ban it because of the fact that it's owned and started up by a Chinese company. And the concern behind that is the fact that in order for those facial filters to work, it has to scan your face. It has to scan for biometric data. I find it kind of funny that these claims were a little bit more openly admitted after Trump was out of office. And TikTok has actually lost civil suits due to the fact that it was collecting this information on kids. Now, all websites do it. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, they all do it. So why was TikTok such a red flag? Here in the U.S., the private sector has its own essentially set of bylaws. It's a lot harder for government agencies to intercept what it is collected by the private company. There's a lot more legal process behind it. In China, that's not the case. companies, if the Chinese government goes to knock on the company's door in order to get some answers, in order to get some information, they better answer. Otherwise, it can get real nasty real quick. And through means of TikTok and other related apps, it was collecting information on civilians, not just in the US or any one particular country, but all over the world. One of the biggest known weapons of the hidden surveillance that several government agencies do is the fact that if they realize that a lot of people would willingly give over so much information if the service that is collecting it provides some sort of benefit, even if it's some dumb filters just for fun, or situations like Facebook. People are willing to broadcast all of their information. This is all well known. However, and part of the issue that comes with TikTok in particular is how its censorship platform works. You see, there's a lot of talk because of AI being controlled, especially ever since the pandemic, that AI essentially controls a lot of the censorship, flags certain videos, flags it unnecessarily, so on and so forth. It's frustrating to keep up with. TikTok doesn't necessarily rely on artificial intelligence. It relies on community reporting. A little too much so, actually. So, being that I'm having to create a falsified account, here's something that was brought to my attention that is honestly truly disturbing. And I'll show you what it is. So, it's loading up right now. Anyway, as I was saying, TikTok makes it so if several people go to report an account or a video at once, that's the only time it takes action. It doesn't flag for child abuse, domestic violence, child pornography. Here's the emphasis. And look at what I just found. So there's several of these videos that look like this. It'll just be a black screen. And the thumbnail will say something along the lines of, I'll be posting on private, comment if you want to join. Because it's a private video, it's not going to get reported. So TikTok doesn't do shit about it. Now, of course, somebody did come out and admit that TikTok allows their censorship, the people who monitor the community standards, to take out personal grudges. If you tend to get flagged a lot on TikTok videos, even for stupid reasons, it's because somebody hates your ass. So here's another one. Let's see if my camera will focus. Come on. And of course, there's a lot of adult content on here for a kids app. So these accounts, they'll have some random names. They'll just show nothing. See, let's pick on this account. There's no video. There's no image. They'll have some sort of variation of posting in privates. Okay. And this is all the content that it'll have. Right. So here's the second one. How to join. It instructs these people how to join. It said, follow me and comment I want to, so they can post onto that account. And what this person does is, through this account, it gives another person a login information, and this whoever has login information has to film themselves doing sexually explicit acts. These are young kids that are doing this. And I mean, look. And the reason why this stuff is coming out is because somebody fucked up, accidentally put out a video of what was a 12-year-old boy playing with themselves. They didn't put it in private, so it got out in the public eye. In fact, the third video here says, I forgot the pass. Oops. Follow my new account to get in. Humping on Prive 3. And there are several of these accounts that TikTok will not do anything about. TikTok supports child pornography. Unfortunately, because it is one of the two best social media platforms right now to have on if you're into any kind of business, entrepreneurial type of stuff, between TikTok and LinkedIn right now. Because LinkedIn operates a lot like how Facebook used to. It's just young kids are doing this. So, see if we can find another one. It'll have some sort of variation of posting in privates. It may have some sort of different variation of it. May go under some different name because so many people are speaking out about it. But these sick motherfuckers. Let's see. I mean, look at this one. Here's a video that says, can I join posting on private account? I'm a girl. That's the only fucking video on it. God, I hope some of these accounts are falsified ones. Oh, good. TikTok is finally stepping up. But here's the thing. Because they're trying to circulate around more content, here's what we're going to do. There's a lot of parents out there who may think that, oh, maybe my child would do this. Here's something you should know. You want to be able to check it, okay? If you want to try to utilize some sort of excuse saying, hey, I got a notice from this carrier that something's off with your phone. Can I see it real quick? You get onto their TikTok. You're going to want to hit, I'm going to show parents something here because this is the first thing that's come up. There's going to be like 3 bars up here. Tap on that. Hit the settings and privacy. Dear God, would you focus? Let's see if I can switch cameras here so it looks a little better. All right. Okay. That's settings and privacy towards the bottom. You're going to want to scroll all the way down. It'll have an option to see switch accounts. If your child has any access to any other accounts, it can be found there. And please don't make the mistake of saying this is not my child, not my child. So many young kids are falling for this. And unfortunately, because I do know of some kids that have done this, I want to direct them towards something. Now, I urge parents to make a note of this. There is a charity who tries to eliminate child pornography on the internet. It's called Thorn. Some of you may be familiar with it because actor Ashton Kutcher actually started it up. I'm going to bring it up right now. This is the Thorn website. It's www.thorn.com. And they actually build tools to help find child pornography on the internet so it can be reported and sent to the appropriate authorities. If I can find it, there's also some information in here. If there's any children who are watching this, anyone under the age of 18, who's sent these types of photos thinking that they could trust the person involved. I'm doing this out of the spur of the moment. I just found out about this crap and want to make sure it gets out there as soon as possible. And this company is actually really good. The FBI actually outsources their services. The FBI actually outsources to them because they are doing so well. And here's a good website that I'm going to save in the description of this video. Please do check it out so that way maybe we can keep innocent kids from getting hurt, because these sex traffickers are getting fucking creative. These fucking... I'm going to be honest. This bothers me because I've had girls in my family get targeted. And it bothers me due to the fact there's also a number of people who think this behavior is okay. It is not. I don't care who it is that caused the assaults. This shit is not okay. These are kids. And yes, there are some kids who are dumb enough to make the conscious decision, realizing that if they got caught, it's only a slap on the wrist for them. This type of behavior is inexcusable. Supporting the people who do this to children, you're just as much of a piece of trash as them. I'm sorry for getting so fucking fired up right now, but this shit bothers me to the very core. And this needs to be put out. Because, yes, this is a paranormal-based program, but there's a lot of sick fucks who are utilizing paranormal groups to get access to these kids. Something needs to be done. And I'm just raising awareness. If you got a fucking problem with it, I will publicly put your name out as nothing but a disgusting pedophile. All right? And I apologize to all the networks that this is going out to for getting so riled up. And please let me know. I will personally track down that person's information and get it out there to the public to see, since they want to have so much attention to themselves. And for those of you who have thoughts of hurting children, for God's sakes, get help before you do something stupid. And I'm only saying that because I realize that chances are, if you have these thoughts, you were attacked as a child yourself. Get help. Don't hurt these kids. Do not let the cycles of abuse happen. You have the fucking strength. Stop looking for excuses. Let's save these fucking kids.